We're going to try it. I don't think there's a problem with trying it. I want to just see what we can come up with. And if we don't like it, we'll go back. We just don't. I'm going to actually hit the save button right now just so we can just close it out and reset. So, oh. So I found out that when I save files, my brother added a new drive to my computer, but it's like a thumb drive, even though I didn't tell him to do that. He just gave it to me, and everything's really slow when it tries to save. So it's kind of annoying. Okay, so we are going to add in, we're going to get rid of our little vanity setup here, and we're going to try to do some built-in. So the big question is, do we think it should connect to the main vanity? Again, this is all her side. His vanity is on the other side. We don't have to worry about his vanity. So are we connecting her sink vanity to her makeup vanity? That's the question. If you think we should connect them, give me a smiley face. If you think we should keep them separate, give me a crying emoji. Yes, it is the same color throughout. Oh, we're tied right now. Everybody better vote on this. There's 70 of you on here. We can all contribute to this conversation. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm so glad that it matches with your current inspiration. Okay, so while we're running the poll, I'm going to start putting in, it seems like people are leaning towards connecting. Again, the poll question, which we have 28 seconds left on, is whether we connect the makeup vanity to the main sink vanity. That is what we are voting on. I'm glad I just told you that, left the chat. I was right in time for you to ask me that question. It's funny because here we are back again. And I think the big issue with connecting them was the height difference, but I think now that we've shifted that down, hopefully the height difference won't be so bad. Because part of me is thinking, try it. We do love a challenge. We absolutely love a challenge around here. So I'm always down for something a little bit more complicated and see what we can come up with. Just long as everyone bears with me and is patient. So I think for the depth of these, I think we had them at 15 before. I think I want to stick with that. I think that's a good depth for that area. I think that's a big issue with a lot of the ones I see. Okay, we're connecting them. To start. I think a lot of times the issue we see with these is that they're full depth a lot of the time. I saw them on like a few of the inspirations that people sent me. And I think that's what really kind of messed up the, like, I don't think they're super functional when you do that. So that is the difference right now. I think the main countertop is at 36. And then I think that's not staying there. So that's at 30. And I think we will have the blue chair. Absolutely have the blue chair. So let's just see if we put another one of the, let's make this the full depth. I don't know if that's going to stay there, but this is where it gets tricky, is that we don't have a ton of wall space here. So part of me wants to just do open countertop the whole way around. I'm trying to just figure out how that is going to make it work. Like, how do we make that work? I'm going to throw in a countertop right now. We'll just do a custom countertop piece. I'm going to put it over this whole area. Obviously, it's not staying there, so just bear with me. And we'll just kind of get an idea of where it lands. Yeah, we don't have to have drawers. I'm just trying to see. This is going to take some effort to make this look really good, I think. Like, this is going to be... Oh, let's make them all first. Even if we don't do drawers, that's fine. Maybe I should just... Do you want me to just make them... The left one should have drawers, right? Give me a 1 if we think the left one should have drawers. We could do open. I'm open for open shelves. I'm open to open shelves. So maybe this one's open. That would probably look nice. Okay, so seems like we're good with that one. So what if we open this one up? Let's do like just open shelves for now. They're going to look pretty rough to start us off. Why is it fully open? It shouldn't be fully open. That's odd. No shelves. Why are there no shelves in here? All right, maybe 2 shelves. And then let's make the inside of that. Did everybody just see me click 2 shelves and they're just not showing? Manual, 2. All right. 6 inches. 6.5 inches between the shelves. That's not great. So I think we're going to have to do one. Or we lift, what? Oh, or we, I forgot that screen was running too. Or we lift up this counter so that it's the same height as the sink part. I think this is getting somewhere, right? Do we think this is getting somewhere? Because I think we're getting somewhere with this. I'm already like, oh, there we go. And it's looking way more luxurious, I think. Like, I love the idea of the freestanding makeup vanity we had, and I like that's just because I like old furniture, and it's this beautiful piece behind me. But I think in this bathroom, and like Matt had said on Tuesday night, that it kind of deserved, the bathroom deserved better maybe than. Okay, so we'll do another poll question on that. Because what we could do is maintain the main countertop all the way across to the left wall, and then it would drop down before the two vanity drawers. So if you like what you see on screen as far as the countertop height, I keep clicking that button. I don't want to click it. Give me a smiley face. So if you like what you see on screen, smiley face. If you think we should change the height of this countertop right here, give me a crying emoji. And while we're waiting on that, I'll kind of refine some of our stuff here. Oops, I think I just made that whole cabinet that color. Oh, no, I didn't. That's good. 12-6. So it seems like people are liking that. I'm just wondering, as far as the amount of storage we have, if it would like be better to have it up taller. I might, even though the polls are saying like we're leaning towards keeping it that way. So I'm not a fan, Tia, of any storage in corners. I just hate it. I know I shouldn't. And like, there's those really cool ones that like they're what are they called? I can never think of the name because I don't really like them that much. The ones that like go in and then go over and you like pull them, whatever they are. I'm just not a huge fan of them. So even those, I just don't think you're getting a lot of storage out of the space. So we just have dead space in our corner. It needs to be taller. Alex says it needs to be taller. Okay, so the poll question was, if you liked it this high, give me a smiley face. If you didn't, give me a crying emoji. So the people who said they didn't, like, it's supposed to be staying per the poll, but I do just want to show what it would look like with the taller one, just so we're weighing both options. I try to do what the pollers want, but sometimes we just need to make sure we're going in the right direction there. Okay, we just don't need a countertop on that. That's totally fine. Actually, you know what I can probably do? Let's see if this works. If I just overhang this on the left, 24 plus 15 would be 39 inches. Is this going to work for me? Nope, it did not work for me the way I thought it was going to. I don't think I've ever done that way. All right, so let's just see if this goes to 36, what it kind of getting a better. And then it would be 36 over, and then it would drop down. So we're sure we don't want to do that. I'm going to show both options. I just think it to be fair. And then we're just going to overhang this to the left now, since that didn't work. We'll do 16 inches and see what happens. And then we could waterfall it down. Okay, so does that change anything at all for anybody? Do we need to run another poll, or do we think we're okay? It's like looking at it, I know it's not finished, but I think I liked it the other way. Yeah, give me a 1 if you did like it the other way for sure. We don't need to do a formal poll. If I get enough ones in the chat, we'll leave it. Yeah. Well, we didn't exactly try this per se, because before the vanity was squished tighter, and I think that was our issue. And then once we got enough clearance for the vanity centered and the mirrors and all that, I think it just totally worked. I'm so happy with it. It's getting somewhere. I think I need to undo one more time. Make sure. I think my countertop, I want that countertop slab to be all one piece, and it's currently not. So we're just going to bring this over nice and tight there. Okay. So we're loving that, right? Now, do we overlay? If we can find somewhere for wallpaper, we will put some wallpaper in. Do we want a waterfall right here? I think maybe. Probably a little waterfall. Give me a 1 if we want a waterfall. Let's see it. All right, so I think I have to actually manually draw this in because it doesn't want a waterfall because there's a cabinet there. What do I mean waterfall? You're about to see. Personally, I'm not like a huge waterfall type of person, but as far as counter waterfalls, but I think this in this case, which also makes me want to put a backsplash on there. Which I know, I know we tried the backsplash before and it didn't work, but maybe the backsplash would work in this case since the whole thing is set down. I wish I could get an overhang on there, and I don't know why. I guess that works okay, as long as my height's at the right. And then we just got to reduce the thickness. That should be 1.5. So we'll do the same thing here as 1.5. And then just pull it nice and tight to the cabinet there. All right. Just put that right in place right there. I don't know why we're getting a little see-through there, so I'll have to clean that up. But for now, that's what we're doing. Quick poll for the waterfall. Yes or no? If we like the waterfall or if we don't like the waterfall. I don't know why I'm getting such a fat filler on that side of the cabinet. It shouldn't be that bad. That's odd. I think I'm going to have to put a filler in so that it doesn't do... Well, no, because it's still going to look like a filler. Why is it doing that? Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, so seems like... thank you. Because the subscription to the software is like $3K yearly. It's not $3K, but it's up there. I don't know. Yearly... I think it's under 2. Maybe I'm wrong. So we have to talk about the green tile, guys. We'll get there. We'll get to the green tile. All right. Okay, I need to see why this keeps wanting to like block off here. I'm hoping if I move it more, maybe it'll stop. No, it doesn't matter. I think it's automatically adjusting because it's connecting to another cabinet. I'm like, it's fine. You're an open shelf. Just move. Oh, I'm blurry, aren't I? Am I really blurry? No, maybe I'm not. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Has it been that way the whole time? Looks a little better on my end. Okay. A shaped open, like, do you want, you want to go all the way back? Is that what you're saying? We could go all the way back. I mean, we couldn't really tell the difference, and that would just give you a little bit more storage. I'm down for it. So, Melly, the next project we're going to do on the live stream, and I'm super excited about this, is going to be a, I should have left the book out. I put the book away. But it's going to be a Stratton Hammond floor plan, which is he's an architect, a famous architect from Louisville, Kentucky. And I actually worked on one of his houses, and he's very well known there from like the early 1930s and 40s and 50s. I have a whole book of all of his floor plans. And so I'm going to post on my page a static post with the different images of the different houses and their floor plans. And we are going to have so much fun. AI is way faster in detail with prices within a minute. But they can't, AI is not, actually, speaking of AI, we got to get this off screen before I get in trouble. We'll go to this one. Oh, do you know of Stratton Hammond? We use AI to enhance stuff real quick, but when you're doing floor plans and stuff, it can't seem to hasn't nailed that down yet. I do miss the barn dough. What? You missed the barn dough? Okay, so what do we want to do as far as how long do you think it will be until that stream so I don't miss it? It's going to be after this one. So let's talk about it. We can talk about the game plan for going forward. I don't mind. I got enough of you on here right now. We can discuss what we want to do going forward. So obviously we want to finish this master bath. I don't know. I would love to do an exterior, especially looking at the exterior of this. I would love to do some sort of exterior on this. but I don't know how you guys feel about doing exteriors. These roof lines are pretty straightforward, so I shouldn't have like it'll be quick for me to draw them up. So I'd like to do the exterior on this. I don't think we're gonna do the full second floor just because it's just bedrooms and bathrooms and all that kind of stuff. We could do the office, and maybe the master, and I don't know if we want to do this other bathroom. I mean, it's pretty small, so it'd be pretty straightforward. Thank you, Nehemiah. So I don't know. We'll kind of feel it out and see. I mean, we still need to do the foyer in here. So I would say we're probably a few weeks out from starting another one. What is it? August right now? I would say maybe September we'd be starting another one. Maybe if we can start making decisions on bathrooms and not arguing over them for hours. That seems to be what we do anyway. Okay. So the big question now in here is going to be the mirror. What are we doing about the mirror? Do we do... What if we did a round mirror? Let me see what that would look like. Also, if you guys could share the live, I always appreciate when you can share. And I'm going to remind everyone that I'm no longer taking pictures sent to my TikTok DMs unless you are subscribed or super fan, because that was getting out of control. So if you want to have those privileges, you gotta cough it up a little bit. Do we like the round one's not so bad. I don't know, maybe not. What if we did the other mirror flipped? Like, what if this was the other way? Yes. Oh my gosh, look at that. We're on the same page. Nehemiah, you're so good. Appreciate that. A semi A-frame. I think, yeah, maybe you could say that was an A-frame. I have one there. So what's weird about this, I'm without a kitchen since November. Yeah. Head to the link in my bio and you can spit your name and email and get some information from me about working with me. Good job, Tia. I don't know. I'm feeling that's like, to me, that looks a little spaceship-y. But like, it makes me wonder if we should just go to round mirrors for both, because I don't think I like the two different ones. Make the entire wall a mirror. That, I don't know. I'm open to, we should try it. We'll try it. Let me find a mirror. Well, I could put a backsplash in. No, we'll try it. We'll see what. We'll do some voting on it. Just hang out for a minute while we see what our options are. And we'll go. Yeah, do we want a backsplash around the countertop so it kind of matches the waterfall? Because that's what I'm leaning towards. Like just a little. I know, again, we had tried that before too, but I think it's going to look different this time around. Kind of a tall backsplash because we dropped it from like a 36-inch counter to, oh, I want to do my makeup there. Oh, let's go get our stool. We need our stool back in there. We'll take a vote on it. I like it, but if everyone else doesn't like it, we can change it. Let's just make that like 19 and a half. And then we'll keep like the 18. I think that was okay. I feel like it needs a smaller stool, like a square stool, but I like the round, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it fits right. Okay, so we're going to try the whole wall mirror here, which I don't think is a bad idea at all. Ooh, now I'm wondering though, would that be, that's at 36. So can you see? I think this deserves a ray trace, and I'm kind of loving it. The only thing I don't like is I feel like our backsplash is a little tall. And part of me is wondering if, because we don't really, your vanity doesn't need to be at 36 inches tall. We could drop the vanity down to like 34 and a half as the counter height, which would keep the counter at, the vanity makeup area counter at 30. I don't think it's going to look that way, Ashley, when we run it. Like, I think it's going to have some feels. I don't know. We're going to vote on it, though. So we're going to run it in ray trace first and then see what people think. But I'm not going to stress about the height of it right now. Thank you, Jen. Sorry, the more busy this stream gets, the more annoying these people are, huh? Okay, we don't want the overview. So we're going to run this in ray trace. Give me a 1 if I need to explain what ray trace is. Am I still pretty blurry? It's funny because I feel like my eyes are off tonight. Okay, seems like nobody. Oh, we got one person. I don't know why I'm so blurry. All right, that seems a little bit better. Okay, we're going to run this in ray trace. I am going to glitch a little bit. Do we have lights on the ceiling in here? We do. So I'm going to glitch for a little bit. I think last time when I ran ray trace, my recording stopped. So that kind of stunk, but hopefully it doesn't do it again this time. Okay, so I'm going to glitch for a second, give it about 20 seconds or so. That actually wasn't bad. Seems like this still recording. Okay. It focused for only a second. Are you talking about me or the ray trace? I'm kind of liking it because it gives the idea that there's like way more windows. I don't know. All right, let's take a vote on it then. Do you like the mirrored wall or do you not like the mirrored wall? Pretty straightforward. I don't know if that person who commented on how much I pay for the software was like, I shouldn't be paying that much, or that they were shocked that I pay that much. It does kind of make the corner disappear. It is kind of neat. Okay, so again, the poll question is, if you like the full mirror, give me a smiley face. If you don't, give me a crying emoji. Well, there's makeup. GPU. Mario, I think that's a question about my computer. And my computer's custom built for Chief Architect. So whatever Chief Architect version 15, the system requirements were, is what my computer is. It's time to upgrade though. Like one day I'll get around to it. I really don't like, our colors are kind of off right now. And I think that's kind of messing with the mirror some, but I think we'll get there. Okay. Seems like we're liking it. And now we're just going to have to talk about, what to do with the backsplash. Okay, so we're sticking with it. So let's go back to standard here. I do want to put in the regular glass on these windows just because I think it gives a better, lets us see more. This full mirror is giving me nostalgia for some reason. Did your grandparents' house have it or something? I just want to see what like we're looking at from this way. I think I love that because it brings in the reflection of the rest of the bathroom. Like it gives us that view, and I think it's really nice. I'm excited about it. Okay, so what are we doing about the backsplash? What's everyone thinking we need to do with that? Because seems like we're a little. No, I'm using Chief Architect. It's all Chief Architect, except for when I run it through chat. That's like a chat enhancement at the bottom right now. We'll leave that on for a second. Why not make the sink mirror match the size and shape of the windows? That would be a little bit too repetitive, I think. Okay, so we'll lower the vanity height, which would in turn lower the backsplash height, which I think would just give us a little bit more of what we're looking for as far as that transition there. So we're going to drop the height of this down to 34.5. So 1.5 inches, I think, is going to make kind of a big difference as far as that. And it's not going to seem like it's doing anything crazy. I don't stream on other apps right now. I want to, but I have to get another subscription. I have enough of those right now. to do that so that I can stream on multiple platforms. I don't really know which one to do. I don't really have the energy to set it up. Like, I don't like doing that stuff. I just want to talk to people in design. So, not there at this point, but my hope would be to one day do it, but it is saying 34 and a half. There we go. Nice transition there. So we'll pull that down. Oh, I think that's going to help a lot. I know it's like a minor thing, but try a circle mirror on the vanity. We'll do a quick pull on that while I'm working on this vanity if we want a circle mirror. I thought we were pretty set on it. So we'll just do a quick pull. If you like the mirror that's there, give me a smiley face. If you above the sink. If you don't, give me a crying emoji. Oops, sorry, I stopped the poll. Start it again. I didn't know the space button stopped the poll. Sorry, I know you guys can't see it right now because I have to fix this backsplash, so just bear with me. All right, seems like people are pretty happy with the mirror. Was it Tia that was saying they wanted to see it? Sorry, girl. I think so too. I'm happy with it. All right, we're going to end the poll because that was kind of a landslide. Okay, weird little thing that I think I want to do is I think I want to bring this wall out, and I think I want to move this door over, this pocket door, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I just want to give the bathroom a little more privacy, but now I'm afraid of what's going to look like with the wall there, and I don't know if we should add something to it to give it a little, like, whether it's trim or I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, his is going to match. Just give me a second there. Trying to look at this from like another perspective. And I think we are gonna okay, push it back. We don't like it. All right. That's fair. I don't like it either, but I just don't like that that door is like right there. Okay. All right. You guys win. We will leave it. All right. So I'm getting yelled at. The lights I'm really on the fence about because they're already at 60 inches. They're kind of tall lights, so maybe that's part of the problem. Like, maybe I need to drop them down to, like, 13 and a half. I wonder if that would make them look funny. Oh, they're not at 60, are they? No, I made these. That's why. So we actually need to move them up in this position here. So I actually need to move them up the Z position, like 3 inches. That's it. So now they're actually, now the, I kind of, maybe 4. Yeah. Now we're a little more center on that. So they should move up because I adjusted that. Yes, there we go. That's why I thought they were 60 and they're not. So that actually makes more sense now. I think they maybe could go up an inch or 2, but I kind of like them where they are. What do we think? Do we prefer that? Is that okay? Or do we want them up taller? I mean, they're not centered on the mirror, but the mirror could also be shorter. I don't know if I want to put a big splash on the vanity. I think if anything, maybe we would do a little, like something a little more dramatic rather than matching the countertop. We're not going to do this exactly, so I'm not going to, but like, and then obviously it would cut out there, but that, not green, but that might be the direction I want to go. So I don't know. I just don't want it to match. Why do we have to talk about the green tile? Because I don't think I want it to be green. That's why we have to talk about the green tile. I think I changed my mind on the green tile. It should be centered between the two. It may not be perfect because I didn't double check it because it's just a live stream. We could maybe do wallpaper on that wall. My concern with wallpaper is that it might be too busy. Art, that one. Yeah, I know. Just give me some time. Trust me a little bit. See, this one's weird because do we bring it up to... Thank you, Gianna. When we had talked, oh yeah, yeah, the windows must not be centered. So I don't like how that looks. So just hold on a second. I feel like you guys are gonna get mad at me, but obviously we still have work to do and we're still getting there. And I love the green tile, and maybe we'll put the green tile in like the other bathroom, maybe. But we talked about the spa vibe that we kind of like wanted. I mean, when you look at the rest of the house, we have these blues and not that green isn't earthy, but to me, when we look at this room, it seems like a different style to me. Oops, sorry, I'm scrolling a little bit. It seems like it's not part of this house in a way. I mean, if we look at these AI images, I mean, that's green. Okay, sorry, they're not formatted right for the bottom of the screen, but we're going to go to the horizontal ones. There's our laundry room. There's the kitchen. There's another perspective of the kitchen and dining room. There's the living room. To me, this has like a little bit of a mid-century modern kind of pull to it and a touch of it, So I think the color isn't right for this bathroom. We do have green in the mudroom, but it's a softer green. It's I think it's Acacia Haze, if I recall correctly. That's it in there. And it's just, it doesn't have, to me, I actually have a bathroom for a client that we did a darker green. It was similar. And I think that I feel like it's pulling too much of that. And I wanted to have spa vibes. And I don't think that green tile is spa vibes. So Tia, I don't think we want to tune it blue. I have some ideas. I am on the fence about the windows as well, Emma. So I'm so glad everybody's chiming in with this, and I'm glad. This is why I love the streams. Like, I'm so lucky that this is what I can do for my marketing. Although it is kind of getting time consuming, especially when I'm not getting paid to be here, but that's okay. That everybody's like, yeah, we see it. Like, we make sense, So I so appreciate all of. No, we're not doing yellow. I think I want to stay in the blue-green category and more neutrals and warms. Okay, so we're concerned that our vanity is not the windows aren't perfectly centered. So here's our midline here for the vanity. I think we got to we're good there. The sink looks like we're pretty good. I think the mirror is centered on it. So that's good. It says 7. Oh, whoever noticed that, you have a great eye that they are not perfectly centered, because this side is 17 and 1/16, and the other side is 17 and 7/16. So that is like, they haven't been lately, Jen. It's like as soon as I started taking off on here, I got like, it wasn't happening. So that's why I don't know what's going on with that. I think it's a little odd that's what's happening, but I don't know. We're getting a few. So, and I have my new media assistant. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm very excited. I'm not keeping the tile there. I'm trying to figure out what to do with that in a second here. Full height backsplash. I mean, do you mean like we're like talking going all the way up and around that? I definitely don't want to do that. What I am thinking, and I know it's going to look wonky right now, and depending on if we could pair enough tiles with it, is like this goes here and then comes down. I don't know if that's too much going on. I think we probably could do it in a creative way that looks really sharp and like the vibes we're going for. But I don't know if I have enough, if we have the right materials for that. So that's kind of... So I want to tile. My thought is that, I don't know. Part of me thinks that I should just, so Layla, I was thinking seafoam for the walls. And then I was thinking that the tile becomes a neutral color. Gianna, I love how you were commenting and now you're following. Like, everybody, make sure you're following if you're loving this content, because Gianna, I think, almost forgot to follow me. Sorry, girl. I had to call you out a little bit. So I don't know, is there an actual color seafoam? Yeah, there's no, that's not. The one I was looking at was I think called no, what was it called? Tide? There was like a blue green Tide water. I think it was this one. I don't know if it was this one. So if it wasn't, just don't judge me. No, it was not that one. What is this one? So I think we could probably go a little bit lighter on that too. And then my thought is, and this isn't our final tile selection, so just to give you an idea, is that this goes on here. And oops, no, it doesn't. So see, okay, that's not what we're doing, but oh my goodness. We'll see. We'll get there. We're gonna see what happens. Yes, and so Nehemiah, good point, because this is not a coastal house. It is not coastal. I don't think. Well, I mean, I guess you guys could tell me. Whoa. What did I just see a second ago? Was it the reflection? No, it wasn't. Was it? No, I couldn't have seen the reflection. It's funny because I thought I caught the reflection, which is just so neat all over the place. So, way more spa, right? I don't think the rest of the house has coastal to it. If you guys think it does and we want to just lean into that, but I would say like our main design scheme or design style comes from this main living area. So I want to make sure we stick with that. I don't want us deviating from that. So if we think that by making that bathroom blue or something is going to make it look coastal, I don't want to go coastal. So I think that is something to just be conscious of. There we go. Take a second there before we. So Kimmy, we actually already did that backsplash from the kitchen in the laundry room. So we've kind of already overworked that one right in here. Doesn't it look so amazing in the laundry room? I'm still happy with the checkerboard floor. I know Pat didn't like it, but I'm good with it. I was thinking about terracotta, but terracotta gives also that almost mid-century modern to me as well. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. But my thought is that we are going to change. I want to change the green stack tile to just be a beige cream kind of color. I know that's kind of boring, but I think it's going to brighten it up a whole lot in here. And maybe we go smaller on. I'm really loving the moonstone on the wall, and I'm wondering. So I'm glad you're enjoying this, Gabriella. So we're not changing anything structural at this point. We're pretty set on all that. Okay, we got to figure out where I want to focus our time. Or focus our first, because I don't know if we need to determine. I don't think we need to determine the shower tile because I think it's going to be beige. Like I don't like doing too many different things in tile because if you don't like it in 5 years, it's going to cost you a fortune to replace. So I always try to go pretty neutral on tile. So I think this isn't the tile in the shower is not staying. It's not 100% done, but it's going to be that color. So I don't know if we need to work on wall color or floor tile or the backsplash thing we have going on up behind the sink vanity. What do you guys want to do? The arches, there are arches in the rest of the house, but the arches in the rest of the house. So Emma, this is a good topic of conversation. Is the arches in here? You can see an arch in the bottom left-hand corner. There's an arch going into this suite, which is where this bathroom obviously is. Let's see if we go to, there's an arch there, arch there, and arch there. And what are we noticing about all the arches in the rest of the house? Arches there. Nobody knows what we're noticing about all the arches in the house? Come on, guys. They are also all white. And I think, there we go. I think they need to be white. Which I just I'm sad about it because I like to stay away from white in general. I like to have different things. I mean, you can tell looking at these images that we have, we have wood casing and we have white trim work. Like we're pairing both of them and it's hard to do. And some people don't like it. I think we did a good job of it in this plan. But that trying to find a nice balance of it is tricky and I'm happy with it. So the bathtub, I don't think it's small. It's pretty average. I believe it's pretty average size. We did checkered floor, Layla, in the laundry room, so we're not going to do that. It's 58 by 31 by 25, so maybe it is a little bit small. We can do a different tub. We don't have to keep this tub. But for now, it's our placeholder. Okay, so it does look so good. Hi, Milo. Have you been in here yet? And I just didn't miss you, but, well, hi anyway. The only closet I have is ugly. Okay, so wall color. What are we feeling? Maybe I should run this in Ray Trace. Actually, no. Let's pull up the tiles that I just added into the software before I went live because I added some new tiles and I want to see if any of them are going to work. So Acacia Haze, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, is in the laundry room. So there's this tile that I just put in, which I know I had said I wanted it to be kind of seamless looking. And we can change the color of it a little bit too if we need to. But I do have a hexagon floor, which I think might work in there. And again, we'll change the tone. So am I blurry again? Oh, what is going on with that? We can change the tone so they match. And then this was a generated one. I really like this one. I think it's very warm and cozy, but those are kind of the options we have going on right now as far as tile. And again, we can change the tone of them. I can just adjust the color on them a little bit. And obviously we have a lot going on, so I just want to hear what you guys are thinking. So Brie, we have the vanity with a stool and it's right here. Thank you, Emma. Oops, we gotta get that person off. Hey, Destiny, you got me there? Thank you, girlfriend. Okay. So that one is one thing I can't quite change easily. I can do it, but I am on the fence about that, and I'm wondering, like, what would it look like? Hopefully nobody's mad at me. But like the moonstone looks pretty good in there. And then if we just made all of them the same. Ooh, what if we did that on this too? And then we just need to change the tone of the floor. And then the wall color? I don't know. What are you guys thinking? I like the moonstone. That's what's going on there. Yeah. So do we want to stick with the tone of the moonstone and change the floor, or do we want the floor tone and changing the moonstone? Yeah, I had a client who picked up the moonstone. I imported it for her and we were like, oh, it was amazing. Okay, so I think somebody had said they liked the tone of the hex flooring. I think is maybe because that's kind of in between the two colors. So let's see what we pick up from this one. We have it set. So if I do blend and then I never remember how to do this. They changed it and I don't want to have to remember that. I know what I'll do. Open our favorite software, Paint. Okay. So then we're going to change the color of this. To be the same kind of tone as that. There we go. Oh, man. We lost some of the character in that tile. Yes or no? We might change the blue color, so that's why I'm not, like, worried about it. Okay. Yeah, we lost the grout lines. Yeah. So do we just change? All right, let's do a quick poll. Do we like the floor color as is? Yes or no? Okay, so we're not liking the color and tone. So originally that was my thought, was doing the same flooring throughout the whole bathroom. So I didn't want to do hex throughout everything. But the black thing on the floor are the overflow drains. We can adjust the moonstone. So I'm going to try that now, adjusting the moonstone to be more of the hex color. I don't know how it's going to look. Hopefully it looks better than the other floor did, or than the floor tile did. I'm afraid it's going to be too dark. But I can also lighten it in that tone. So let's try to do that. Whoops. Because as long as it's the same tone, it should be okay, and just lighter. I don't know. That kind of looks nice to me. I'm kind of worried the hex is a little bit too busy. Let's try the other floor that I put in there for a second. What's that one called? I can't remember off the top of my head. This one, this Moroccan one, which again, another one we could possibly change. See, I like that, but I think if I change it to match the hex color, it's not going to look right either. But I like having two different tiles. I thought I wanted one. Yeah, it's going to look bland, I think. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Okay, so somebody's saying to do something more textured with the shower wall or the tub wall. Okay, so we'd rather go back to the hex floor all around is what I'm getting, it seems like. Okay, let's do a poll. Do we like the moonstone overall? Maybe adjusting the color, but do we like the moonstone everywhere? Smiley face or crying emoji. I don't really like the hex either. Yeah, I'm leaning towards no hex. What if we did that one that I just put in and dropped the hex entirely? I don't know if that's going to look good. I kind of like that. And I didn't think I was going to. It's a little bit more gray than I want, but I kind of like that. Okay, Laura loves that one, and Laura loves it, so we're just going to go with it. So I don't want to do wood floors because I want this to feel like more of a wet room. I want, because we don't have, if we look at, sorry, I keep cutting myself off when I talk. We could go looking for a tile if we need to. There are no barriers here. So this is all like your shower heads are here and you're going to end up with overflow here. So I want this space to be, what was question was I even answering? Well, there, hopefully I got to the point, I think, of what I was trying to make, that it's all open and we have the drains. Oh, that's why we can't have wood floors. There we go. For shower less entry, you want tile to be smaller for the slope of the water to the drains. 2 by 2. Yes. So yeah, these should be smaller in here. Yeah, the drain, there's extra drains here. There would be another linear drain back here, but because of like splatter and stuff, I just wanted like I had another drain there. So God bless the tiler who would be doing this the tile work in here. Yeah, I had wood tile ceramic floors at my old house and they were fine. I wish I'd gone thinner on my grout lines, but um definitely I didn't put any tile in our new house. Well, shower tile, like the wall tiles, but I didn't put any floor tile in because we were in an older house and I was just had enough trauma from the last house with that. Um can we try is it Terrazzo? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Not an interior designer. I don't know if I have anything. Warmer, yeah, I don't have anything in the catalog under that. Warmer Moonstone. Okay, so less stark in the Moonstone. So what we'll do is kind of go back to a lower color, maybe, or a darker tone. Yes? No? Give me one if we like that better. Hannah, thank you for the follow. I think we need a maybe. I don't want to do the checker floor. The Moonstone, it does remind, it is Taj Mahal-y. We're dropping the green. From Buffalo. Do you know I went to school there? I had to make a new rule there, Tia. I'm sorry. I love you all my regular viewers, and I appreciate you so much. But the number of pictures I got last stream was insane. Like, absolutely insane. So if you want to send me stuff and you want me to check it, you've got to be a subscriber or a super fan. I can't be getting my whole inbox was like I had probably 10 at one point. Like new messages. I can't do it. So if you want to send me stuff, you have to be a subscriber or a super fan. So Sam wanted me to show the checkerboard floor. I don't hate it, but I'm afraid the checkerboard is, like Pat said, is overplayed. I don't mind doing it in the laundry room because I think it looks really nice in the laundry room, but I think it's overplayed. So if we like the checkerboard floor, go ahead and give me a 1. But if you want me to do something different, or sorry, not a 1. Sorry, give me a smiley face. If you want me to do something different, give me the crying emoji. Thank you for the heart, me. I think the hexagon did look better, but I'm kind of not a huge fan of it. No, I went to ECC. I went to for dental hygiene. Oh, wow. Yeah, I thought about architecture and then I wanted to stay in my little town, so. Can we do a fireplace? Hexagon is not fun to clean. That is why I kind of like to avoid it. Okay, so we are done with the checkerboard, looks like. So now we're kind of back to this. I wonder if we went back to the other tile I had. I'm not opposed to 24 by 24. I do them a lot, or like 12 by 24s. That's what I have in my own. Yeah, they're 12 by 24. My own shower. Not on the floor. But I really like this one. And I really liked it with the hex. And I know that gives us had a lot going on. But what if it was, if I could get this one all the way through and just get the tone right? Maybe. I also think we need to, like, maybe it was just that I made it the wrong color for it to work. And maybe, see, it's so muted. I wonder if I can find another pattern like that that wouldn't be so off. I think I generally like this one. Yeah, and I think we need to change. I agree, Sam. We need to change the wall color. I think that's definitely the direction we need to go in. So, what are we thinking for wall color? See, that's so boring to me. I don't want to go that route. Sea salt, I think is going to be too... I don't like the green. We can try acacia. Acacia? I don't know what it is. I think that's going to be too dark. Yeah, that's too dark. I keep trying to scroll on my... We want it to have spa vibes. We're looking for spa vibes. So... Change the moonstone to warmer. I don't want it to feel like it's like the 70s. I don't know. That wouldn't be a fair. That's not a fair description. I don't hate it. But we also need to continue. I need to have a backsplash over on this side as well. I know, but the rest of this house isn't 70s. I don't know what it is, but it's not 70s. I know that much. So we're going to have tile here. And then also, this tile is also going to be on this side. I don't know what height it's at, but it's going to be there as well once we get to that side of the bathroom. So I just want to make sure we're showing exactly what's going to have tile. I mean, it's like, it's tiled. It's like as much tile as we could possibly have, I feel like. Silver strand. Milo, I think you might be onto something there. If I recall that color correctly. I think it's too cool. I think the problem now is that I want to go back to the white moonstone. Yeah, the whole house is going to be. Yeah, this is like too... Yeah, I want to reset the moonstone. I know there was a color. I think this is the one I had a second ago. So let me just put this one back in. Maybe we should look this one up and see. 9643. Eventide. So that's what color I just put on the walls. And I think it's just too rich in color. I want it like maybe a little warmer and a little bit toned down. I don't want to go dark. But of course, they don't have freaking, because it's a designer collection. They don't have it. What's this one? Waterscape. Tide water. That's what I'm on. That seems like it's a little bit warmer. Because it's more green, though. I don't know if I want to go that green. No, that's way too green. Mauve, lavender, apricot. Don't go with anything else in this house. Like, we have to stay in theme. Comfort gray. Ooh. That's not bad. What happens when we... I know we just were on this one, but I want to see it with the moonstone color again. Yeah, it's so close, so close. I don't know. I don't mind the color that's in there right now. Rain fog did not come up. Tia, I'm done with the green tile in here. We'll do it in the other bathroom. Let's run this in ray trace. I know we're a ways off, but I think I want to run it in ray trace and run it in 9639. Oh, that's gonna be way too dark. I love it. I mean, my whole house is gonna be a gray blue, and my bedroom's a dark borderline black blue. My office is a light blue. Our kitchen cabinets are blue. But I just don't think it gives the spa vibes that I want in here. Hannah, I think that's a good question to ask. Like, what happens if we change these to white? Which is wild for any of my regulars. Like, she's putting white tile floor in. I did not know if I was going to make the stream tonight because I am beat. Like, so when your dog is sick, it is so emotionally draining. Maybe not so white, but maybe we're getting in the right direction. I think I should go here and then go there. That's not bad. It is very white. Emily, it's continuing out here because the bathroom technically has, yeah, it's going to be a long, another hour on here. We have a wet room kind of thing going on. So it's continuing over here. So like the whole thing is just like kind of covered in tile. I think I like it too. So I think, guys, that it might be time. Oh, wait, let's look for a new tub. We need a new freestanding tub. Oh. Travel Sean, is that your first time commenting on my live stream ever and you're telling me to fix something? All right, which tub do we... Definitely, this one's going. This one's going for sure. Yeah, I think it's time. It's going to stay green just to make you irritate you so that you have to wait until I change it. This is just me demoing what I do for my clients. That one's really low. Also, I think I need to put a little stool in here to make sure we get it. That one's looking so nice. I don't know. We might have to scale it down a little bit. Maybe not. As long as I have 36 inches from here to here. 31's fine. That works. That's close enough for me. Waterfall. Ooh, how do I search that? I don't know if waterfall faucet will come through. What is that one? It's definitely giving spa. Question is, though, I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's down. Let's see what happens. What if I just try? Did I try just typing waterfall and nothing came up, right? I don't want pictures of waterfalls. That's stupid. I don't know how to search it. Does anybody? Milo. I kind of like the countertops. If everybody, we can take a quick poll on the countertops if we want to. I'm trying to find a faucet in my catalog. Do you like the color of the countertops or do you not like the color of the countertops? That is the poll question. Well, when I search waterfall, nothing is coming up. No, I mean, that could be. Okay, seems like people are generally liking the color of the countertops from the pole. Let me try wall mounted. Jay, how dare you say something like that? You're going to make me want to do it. I'm just trying to find the right freaking faucet here. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't really have anything for it. Maybe I can find one and I can add it later. A thin fireplace behind the tub. That would probably be a logistical nightmare for a mechanical specialist because it would have to be in this area here. You know, I mean, I guess the plumbing lines could come straight up. I don't know about that. Where are my mechanical people here? So we've been talking about a chandelier above it for a while. I think there should be an indented shelf in the shower wall above the tub for candles and soap. You would like a niche, Manny. That is what you're looking for, a niche. And we can niche, some people say, I think. We can certainly put one in. I think that would be better, and then we could do a different tile on that. Yeah, anytime I search waterfall, nothing's coming up. Waterfall tub filler. Yeah, nothing's coming up at all. So I might have to go look in the catalogs elsewhere and see if I can find it. I work in home remodeling. Please don't put a fireplace behind the tub. Yes, yeah. That's why I'm like, yeah, I know. I remodeled my entire house with my dad, and we had a few contractors come and do some of the stuff. But I can hear my mechanical subcontractor right now with that one. He would be not happy at all. That wouldn't happen. We could try the hex tile in there. We might have to change the tone of it, but that works. Like we'll go a little lighter on it. All right, I guess I will change the color of that. We need a chandelier. You know what, guys? I'm actually going to put a timer. I had a timer. We'll start that. Can I get it? How do I start it? I know how to start it. I don't know why it's just not letting me right now. Okay. Just to make sure that I run that ray trace in a reasonable amount of time. I think the mage and the hex help pull together the vanities in the floor. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, so whoops. We're going to go back again. A rug would be nice. I think, all right, we'll do another quick poll. Do you like the color of the hex tile in the niche? We could still wall mount the faucet and then put the niche. Oh, that would be tough to do. That wall might end up having to be like a 2x8 wall. It might have to be two interior walls. I don't know. I don't mind the not having. I kind of still like the freestanding tub filler on the side? I know we talking about the wall one. I can't find one, so I mean I can put one in eventually. The wet room took so long. We spent like no time on the living room. All right, let's see what we got for chandeliers in here. This is when it gets fun. I'm gonna put like 6. Yeah, let's take a vote on that so I can put it to bed. Do you like the freestanding tub filler, or do you want me to do a wall mounted one? If you like it, give me a smiley face. Sorry. If you don't like it, or if you want me to do a wall mounted one, give me the crying emoji. Pretty much, if I forget to mention that for anybody who's new around here, if I ask if you like something or like an alternate, or if I give you 2 options, whatever's on the screen is most likely smiley face. Like you're like, yes, I like what I see right now. So for future information. Well, we would get rid of the wall niche if that was the case. But I kind of like the wall niche. So where is the poll right now? What are we at here? Is the poll still going? It's not popping up for me here. There we go. Okay. All right. So it looks like the freestanding one. I am trying to find. Well, we were talking about putting a TV in here, which I think would have to go on that wall, which I was on the fence about with the moisture of it. I'm also like feeling pretty good about the colors, man. We got to do some work on the other side of this room. Like we still got, I love that you can see. I love the full mirror. I love this full mirror here because I love that you can see this. Like when you're sitting here, like that is a great view when you're sitting here doing your makeup. It's amazing. Okay. You know what we need in the shower and is going to look good when we run it in Ray Trace? I literally typed in here limit instead of heat lamp. Yes, and I loved it, Sam. So your basic ideas work sometimes. We could put some more plants in. Oh, exhaust. That's the word I'm looking for. I want heated floors would definitely be in this bathroom. I think that would be an absolute must. I guess we're just going to go with that one. Oh, and also for we will do a rain shower head in the middle of the 2. Personally, I don't like rain shower heads. I lived with my aunt and uncle when I went to college, and they had one, and it was like a 3x3 shower with a rain head, and it just kind of sucked. I was not feeling it. So I saw what on Pinterest. I saw a pretty neat setup for this, and I don't know if I can make it work. Why is this flashing at me? I don't know why it is. Because these lamps don't look so great, but I want a rain shower between those. So I want a square one. Yeah, like that one. How big is that one? That'll work. That should do it. Yeah, they're not for women is what we decided. So that's the problem with them. It seems like women don't like them. Men prefer them over women. So I don't know who mentioned that the last live stream, but we found that I think that's applicable. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, and then what I'm going to try to do, and when AI runs this, it is going to be wild. Yeah, because we, as women, just shower way different than the men. That's the problem. Yes, look at all this water I have to choose from. Oh, that's coming up from the floor. I could put one of these in and make it look like it's a tub. Is that going to work? Would that work? Let's just see what's going on here for a second. I mean, is that essentially what you people wanted? Just way different? How big? That one's just faucet. I want to make sure that doesn't look like water. I'll just tell chat to put water on. But I think I want to have water coming from the rain shower to just make sure that we can see it, but I don't think it's going to look right because it's a regular shower. I don't know what's going to happen when we do that. What? That's not accurate. All right. Well, I guess we'll see what happens when I try to run this. Okay. We're going to run this in ray trace in a second here and see how it's looking. And then hopefully we can wrap up his side real fast and we'll all be happy. So I'm going to tell chat my prompt is going to be to, and like give the more spa-like vibes. Make sure all the water's running. And I think we should be good. All right, we're going to run this in ray trace first. I want to see what we get with ray trace, and then we'll go from there. Yes, actually, I like when it's funny, people like email me and submit a lead form and then they will like get on the next live and be like, I emailed you or I submitted a lead form. Like, yes. I have a few who pop in occasionally. All right, we should be just about done here. Those doors. Yes, it is this house. That's the one. At the bottom of the screen, you can see it. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. And then I will pull up my chat real quick. And I think the big thing is making sure that all the water's running. I want to see running water everywhere. Enhance the realism of this rendering. Be sure to include a full tub of water with the faucet running. A few more plants. Spa-like vibes. And maybe a rug? I don't know. What else do we want? Oh, behind the window into the shower area is a rain shower head. Have water running from that rain shower. All right, we'll see what happens. And now while we're waiting for that, we will work on his side of that. Yeah, so we could put either bars or hooks on either side. I was thinking that we would likely have a bar. I think this is what I would do. Towel bar. That might help. But I didn't really think I had a nice... I don't know if I want a light there. That's why I kind of like... I was supposed to do it and then I kind of forgot about it. I don't know. Something like that might be kind of nice to have in there. Is it the same one? Oh, I kind of like that one. The same person asking the same question every time. Negative. Oh, yes, we do need some crown molding in here. I don't think I like that one as much. I should have. Oh, I'm bummed I missed that one. Who said that? Elena? I needed you like 5 minutes ago. I don't know though, because we do have the tile. Because I love. Oh, that's interesting. That's still under shower. It needs to be under bathroom. It might automatically put them in there. Nope. I don't know. The issue with doing crown is that there's no end into the shower, and so then they have to like taper and be like cut differently, which is fine, but I don't know if I would think that'll look right. I did. I muted them for the entire life. I do well, but I've also been using the software for 17 years. Yeah, that's what I want to do is a heated towel rack. But the one I have, I don't like it. So I like these double ones, but I don't like how they're sticking out. Why are these all so small? I just want like a regular towel. So they would be in the shower. I'm not going to stress about it. I wonder if chat's done yet. Ah, chat's done. Oh my goodness. Who's ready? And you can see the rain shower head. And the reflections, and there's towels in the cabinet. Oh my goodness. How'd we do, guys? How did we do? Mrs. Wolf, thank you for the heart meme. Yeah. And I think I think the wall color, Nehemiah, did you pick out that one or did Milo pick out that one? Yeah, tub is definitely overflowing when anybody steps in there. Yeah, that was amazing. Okay. It was Milo. He was giving it, sorry. Um, yeah. So nice. We dropped the green tile. I just decided it didn't give me the spa vibes I was wanting, and it was a little bit too mid-century modern. I think we will use the green tile in the other bathroom in the house, though. Did you go to school for this? I went to school to get my associates in applied science. I was a dental hygienist. Um, let's see. Where do I want to save this? I'll come back and save it later. Oh, it looks so good, though. Oh, wait. I'm not. I'm going to save it right now so that I can pull it up. There we go. Hopefully it's in there. Okay. It looks good. Now we need to do his side. Because look how boring this is. Oh my gosh. Everything about this side is awful. Like the doors are awful. Yeah, I do have nice teeth. They were a little rough when I was younger. And then I actually got braces right before I went into hygiene school. And, but they're like quality teeth. Like they were crooked, but I got good genes. All right, I thought we had pretty casings on something. Where are they? Like ornate. What the heck? Where are they? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. They had. Oh, darn it. When did that happen? Oh well, we'll come back to that at some point. I don't know when. Do we want to do an arch door into there? I wouldn't be opposed to that. Oh, I'm really glad this is gone. Obviously, it looked rough anyway, but now I'm like just really glad. Yeah. I mean, what do they need it for anyway? We could do an arch door into here because we do have other arches in the house. My only concern, and I think we would probably want to do like 8-foot doors, maybe. I'm going to have to make an arch door. If you're doing construction documents, I'm probably not the person to ask. I can do them, but I'm not very good. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It's just very time consuming. So we want to do the same one into... do we have the room? We don't really have the room for that there, Gabriella, because the bed... I'll show you real quick on the floor plan. We're like oops. We're just going to leave it there. We're like, well, I guess this could go here. Do we want French pocket into there? Like, we could. We could do... No, maybe we couldn't. Because we would have issues right here. Not that we couldn't do the plumbing. Yeah, no, we couldn't do it there. We could do French doors. But that's not going to look right. Well, the bed doesn't really need to be centered. It's nothing you're going to have it off that way anyway. Yeah, I'm kind of about it too. We can change them, you know, if they're French wood. Well, that's always the issue with arch doors. We'll see what I have in here. Yeah, because it doesn't let me do one of each. It's very, arches are really a pain in the butt on here because I need this door on one side technically. Oh wait, maybe did we find out I could do this? I just have to click the right one? Which one did I just click? What is this one? 717. This one? It needs to just go the other way. We want it French with lights. Oh, we're close. We're not quite there. This reminds me of the bathroom we did in the Lion House. Okay, do we want the arch? Do we not want the arch? Do we want the French? Do we want them white? Where are we at here? I think that's too much. I think that's too much wood on that side. I'm also thinking about dropping the wood off of this, off of the linen cabinet, which I think is just bulky. We gotta change that. I don't know. No arch. White. We could do, yeah, definitely do frosted. All right, I'm glad we're dropping the arch. We can leave the glass on the door, though. Like the arched glass on the door. Yeah. And then they would probably need to be swinging in the bathroom, which kind of stinks a little bit to me, but... Okay, let's go to an overview here, and then I want to grab... You know what's funny is if this was mine and my husband's bathroom, he would 100% be over in my makeup area when he's doing his stuff, and then I would just get annoyed with him. So he probably needs it just as much as I do, but we're never getting ready at the same time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He likes to look at himself and check himself out. Ryan's like, I haven't been here. I got to ask all of my questions. Yawn, we are at 0 yawns. So you got probably a good 5 minutes before that happens. I love that he came in and did that. Is this the mirror? It is the mirror. What are you doing? Yeah. I really probably should have been yawning today, so a long day. We took for those of you who were here the other night, Huck went to the vet today. They don't think it's a full obstruction because he is eating intermittently and stuff. But just really, really emotional dealing with this. And we've already dealt with this stuff before, so it's just that's why I'm tired. It's not like I'm lacking sleep. I'm just emotionally drained. What do we want to do with this vanity here? Because we're close to the door. So do we put it tight to the door, but then the door can't open? I mean, maybe we just wrap the backsplash down to fill the space. That would be fine. I don't think I want it tight on the linen cabinet side. I almost want the linen cabinet closed off. So let me just see what that does. Like, what if we put a wall here? And then we shorten this back up just to give us like some separation there. Yeah, we're going to wrap the backslash. Jules, I'm pretty sure you've been here before. All right, let's look at this. Yes, I think I needed that, right? I think it needed that. Too much white exposed there, in my opinion. So then we'll just put the... Wait, can we put a cabinet on the right one, the left of sink? What? What was that? Yeah, I think it breaks it up nicely, too. So now I just got to figure out where our center is. I think I need to move this over. Get that centered on the vanity, maybe. Hopefully. Does not want to do that. I'm picking on you. There we go. That's a little cozier on this side. Hopefully the sconces look right. I don't know. Are they too tight? Are we too tight over here? Yeah, we could go wider here. I just don't want to too much because a cheap architect hat. That might do it. And I think it's okay. I think we'll put a plant there. A little plant stand. All right, now we just got to break that. Who of my followers wants to download the trial version of Chief Architect and try to use the software? Who's never done any CAD before? Because I think that would be interesting feedback. My husband won't do it. He doesn't love me enough. That you won't try Chief Architect so I can see how hard it'd be for a newbie. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. So pretty. I would rage quit in 2 seconds. Tia, so you might be a good person to try it because you have some experience. So I'd be curious what the transition is. Ryan, you poor thing being a Browns fan. How does that happen? How does one, especially somebody who's not like over what, 55, 60? How do you become a Browns fan? It would be pretty. Milo, you should try it. Yeah, right. Sam's got you. That was good. Yeah, we'll blame the alcohol. What? I need to... Aren't they like, I mean, along with the wonderful Buffalo Bills, one of the only teams who haven't won a Super Bowl? Is that correct? Do I have that accurate? Or did they? Or was it Cincinnati? Why am I still using the wrong cross section there? That is, hey, Milo and I know that very, very well. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry that took me so long to get to where I needed to be here. Hey, Bills fan, I can't talk. Cannot talk. I've just like given up hope too, because like really Josh Allen should have done it by now, and he hasn't. So our life sucks. All right, well, let's stop talking about football. We can go back to maybe once the season starts, we'll have a special stream to just talk about football and watch a game together. Okay. Look at it. It's amazing. Do we deserve a ray trace this way? Oh, guys. I think I want to put the ribbed glass on here too. Bill's theme house. I feel like we would deter some people with that, Milo. It was the patriotic grandma house. We were already right there. Yeah. I don't think I have the skill for that. Okay, do we love it or do we love it? It's amazing, right? Okay, so I'm just going to do this real quick, and we're going to run this one in chat. Ah, so pretty. Oh, we want to see wood on that one? We can vote on that. I haven't done a poll in a while. We're like, oh, well, you know what? I got to fix the vanity, too. Wood or white? Okay, so quick poll. If you like white, give me a smiley face. If you like wood, give me a crying emoji. Oops, might have to hit the start button. Okay, white is smiley face because that is what we see on screen currently. White, and then wood is crying emoji. Middle mind. I'll give you a hint. It's on the screen. You just gotta look a little harder. All right. Seems like we are sticking with white. We don't need to run that one out because it's like almost triple. 3-1. Okay. And then the only other thing I need to do is we need to fix up this vanity. So I think on this side of the room, we had a 30 and this is 48. So we're going to reduce this to 30. I don't love that. We could probably get away with like 27. Because I would hope that I could get, I'm going to end up with like an 8-inch drawer, which is going to stink. No, 10. All right, 11. It's custom. It's fine. Oh, yep. We found that out real quick. I know. That would just totally ruins the aesthetic of it, though, Ryan. Who wants to do that? Oh, yeah. Right now, you really can't see it, huh? There we go. That's a little better. Can you guys... Can't you see it? I know you can in landscape mode. I don't think you really can see it in... Yeah, it's covered there. Okay, so Sam wanted me to put the perspective back a little bit. Maybe we can catch the tub. Should I move our parlor palm out of the way? I think certain phones cut it off. Here, sorry. It's right here. Punish everyone. Nobody gets to see it anymore. Okay. Sam, how's that perspective if you're still here? Get a little sassy with it. Well, sometimes I yell at people too when they ask too many quiet times, but that time, to be fair, that would be hard to see. Could I wonder if I could... Actually, though, if I minimize, when I minimize this screen, then you can see it. Here, what in landscape mode? Okay. Did Sam say we're good? Okay. So we're going to screen grab this real quick. Same room, same prompts, different perspective. Whoa. I'm like all thrown off here. What happened? Okay, there we go. All right. So... Is there anything else I need to add to it? I don't think so. Same room, same prompt. Make sure you keep the makeup. Okay. There is a baby tub on there. Yeah, maybe the chair color does need to be changed. Probably to just something a little bit more toned down. Stop, Shelly. You actually... You know what? That's not fair, though, because you can... Like, people... Like, you can get people to yawn by saying that. That's cheating. No, it's one of those ones, like, you can feel it because I've been talking about it, and it's like... I don't mind that color. What color do we want our footstool? Now that I already ran it in Ray Trace or in the chat. Now it won't come out. I was thinking olive. That's kind of what I was doing. Like, kind of going with our plants. I might have to... Okay. That yawn didn't count, everyone. That's not part of the yawn counter. Wait, what? They don't count. They don't count. They were forced. Was it Shelly? Was that her name? Yeah, Shelly forced them out of me by talking about them. And now it's like, you know when they get like stuck and you just want to get them out? And now I can like, it's still like, it's not, I didn't get a good one. So I'm, like, I'm going to have to just sit here until it comes out. Because it keeps like wanting to. All right. Did chat do it yet? Chat did it. That was fast. Doesn't look as real. I wonder because I didn't run in ray trace. That tub looks so funny floating there though. Such a weird perspective, like quite trippy, right? I wish I knew what I said. I'm such a fan. I don't know if there was something I wanted to send to Matt. He sent me something and I was gonna send him a an office meme back or an office quote, and I didn't know if he was an office fan, but I know you're an office fan. Well, I'm assuming you are because you said that's what she said, but I guess other people would say that. It's because you didn't run it first. I know I didn't want to. Do we need me to run it? Oh, yeah, we could do that. That's a good idea. I think that would help. So we're just going to pull. There we go. I think I got it that time. We should be good. And I feel like if I don't get it out, it just. And should go all the way down, probably, right? Well, that door goes into the closet. So I don't mind them being different, but I don't know. Oh, yeah. Why are they different? Oh, because I didn't change that side. So we just need to change the finish on here. I don't think mauve's going to go in here. Can you give me a paint color mauve that I can put directly on there so I know exactly what mauve you want? I'm almost tempted, and I don't know. I don't love the idea of it, but like I'm kind of tempted to do that. Now we can start counting. We'll take a vote on that because I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't think so. Yes, that is what you get. Is that a color, Ryan? That's not a color. What is it? Nothing's coming up. Because I was messing with it and I gotta move it back. Yeah, it should be centered here. Kind of just eyeballing that one a little bit. There we go. That's better. I think I like the door color change. Why don't we this should pop up down here. Yes. Oh, I love when I open something that I don't want to be on screen and it goes to the right spot. It's such a great thing to happen. We're going to throw this on this screen. Hopefully we don't get in trouble. Oh, wait. I got to lock my chat again because otherwise it disappears on me. Okay. They're all white, but this is like in the master, so I don't know. All right, we'll do a quick poll. Do we like the doors drenched or do we not like them drenched? If you like them, give me a smiley face. If you don't, give me a crying emoji. All right, seems. Oh, we're tied. Wow. All right, there's 200 of on here. We better get some more votes than this. Do we like the door color or not like it? Drench the wall. I don't think I want to drench that one. No, I don't think I like that one drenched. We can try white trim. We're pretty neck and neck right now. Tied. It is so rare that we end in a tie. For the rest of you sitting here and just watching and not contributing, I don't like you very much right now. You can leave. Just kidding. Just kidding. I like Inkwell, so we can try it. I don't love it, but I kind of am wondering about the concept itself. No, everybody's mad at us for that one. Maybe we just stick with white. You know what? How often is this door going to be closed anyway? It's going into a closet. It's going to be open, so we're going to open it. Right? There we go. Now it's less white. It's fine. We did connect the vanity again, but we did it way different this time. Once we established that this was the setup, it worked out just fine. Okay, this mauve color's got to go. You know what? I think that inkwell color should go on the stool. Yeah, maybe not. Still probably too dark. The water closet. The vanity's amazing. I kind of like the dark stool. Well, considering it's just me, yeah, I gotta do everything. I don't mind chocolate. Keystone gray for the stool. It's gonna blend right in with the vanities. I don't know. I still kind of like my navy. I think we'll go with chocolate. You know what? Allie's right. We should go green in to honor the lost green tile of this bathroom. There we go. It's gonna stay. Thank you for that, Allie. Okay, yeah, this is still. I think the green tile deserved it. The green tile is gonna go into the secondary bath, which is on the other side of the house. So over here we have another bedroom, and we will put the green tile in here. I can deal with it in there, so it's not like. But I do think whatever we do in there, we need to find a way to make that green tile. To find a way to make the green tile not so mid-century modern, MCM, right? Mid-century modern, like what was it back in the day? Man Crush Monday. That's all I think of when I see MCM. Somebody said MCM, and I thought MCU at first because I'm a nerd, and then that. You love the pantry? Isn't it so nice? And should we do a tour? Does anybody want a tour? Yes, right? Man Crush Monday. Like, how long ago was that? I love tours. All right, we'll do a tour. It deserves a tour. It's time. The foyer is going to be fun, though. We definitely have to do the foyer in this house because I think it would. It's just kind of needed. slide this over here. Oh, so for all my regular people, well, even in the new people, I mentioned I hired a media assistant. I'm like in love with her. We just like clicked so well. And she started posting on, because she's more familiar with X and LinkedIn. So we made socials for me on those platforms. And eventually she's going to take over my Instagram and Facebook. I'll still handle TikTok because TikTok's my thing. But if you go to the link in my bio site, you can follow me on the other socials, and I would really appreciate it because we need to get the algorithm going so that I can get more traction on those platforms. But she's doing a great job with them. I'm super excited to have her working with me. Yes, I think we will do exterior this house. Office is on the list of things to do. Okay, so we're going to start with our tour with where this whole plan started, which was the fact that I saw this plan architectural designs, and I did not want the kitchen opening up to the great room. I wanted to switch the great room or the kitchen and the dining room. So that is what we did. And like, you know what's funny? You know what is absolutely wild to me? How long did this kitchen take us? Because it was not nearly as long as the bathroom took us. Just throwing it out there. I need to start marking on our time log here, like what we did on all the streams. So we're already up to 22 hours on this project, which actually isn't that bad considering we spent 74. Yes, right. It's almost like I have a script, right, that I do. So this is the kitchen, dining room. I love our built-ins. I think they're fantastic. The built-in right here goes into the pantry. And then we have the pantry in here, and then it wraps around to the mudroom, which used to extend into the laundry room there. So we had a small family foyer and then the laundry room. I thought that the mudroom was too small. It didn't, because you had like doorways and stuff. I still think it's a little too small, but I just think it works better. And I like the window in the mudroom. I think that's nice to have. Living room, great room. But we have so much to do when it comes to like this whole area. So we gotta do that. This goes into the office over here. And then we have the foyer here, which needs some love. We're going to have to do this at some point. And then over here is the suite in the laundry room. So you can go right into the suite and left into the laundry room, which was this darn door. We spent so much time trying to figure out how to get a door into the laundry room just so the dog can we use the dog wash station. Like, do you draft the initial concept by hand or directly? Oh, I do everything in the software. I'm way faster in the software than by hand. So actually, let me show you guys. Sorry, we're gonna hop through these. There's our laundry room enhanced, which I love it. I don't think I'm gonna need your card. You might need my card though. Look at that, so pretty. Okay. So Tia, I do have a Pinterest that my subscribers had access to and could pin on. I would add them to the Pinterest. If I get subscribers or super fans, we can do either Discord or use the subspace for that. But I can't have just everybody having access to it. So there's gotta be a little stipulation. And then in here we have the primary bath. So I think it's looking pretty darn good. Okay. Take my card. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, if you're interested in working with me, you can head to the link in my bio and get more information from there. Okay, so I think we're done with the primary bathroom, right? Was there anything else in there that we needed? I think we hit it all. We've got her side, his side, water closet. I think it looks so good. So the question is, I think I'm gonna hop over because I'm feeling all right. I've got a little energy right now. So Milo, okay. Hold on a second. We're gonna talk about what's next. We should talk about what's next. So just give me 1 second. Can I pause it? I'm gonna pause live for not even a minute. Okay. So this book here, see if I can get it in was given to me by a client who I've been working with for like 3 years, and we're like pretty good friends. I actually visited him in Kentucky when I went to Nashville. And this is the famous architect in Louisville, Kentucky. And I have bookmarked all of the floor plans I loved, and I'm missing about 3 of them because I had so many. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there was 3 I didn't mark. Because what I want to do is I'm going to post the floor plans and the pictures on my TikTok, and you guys are going to get to vote on which floor plan you want to do. And there are some, I mean, like, look at this. Look at that house. So that is what we're going to go for next time. And we are going to stay in character. We are not modernizing them. We are going to try to lean into whatever they may have been when they were built. So I'm going to try to see if I can find, I don't know how well this is going to work on the stream. I'm trying to do this. But like, we have the floor plan on here, and there's like pictures of the house. And this one, let's see, was built in 1934, Houston Heights. Okay. So I'll be posting these. I got to narrow them down. And then I'll probably even share like what there was written about them in the book. And then you guys get to vote on it, and we'll see, like, there's a bunch of them. So we'll vote on them, and we'll do that next. So that is the next plan for, right? Isn't it so great? Like, I'm thrilled about that. I don't know. They do. And when we remodeled this house, like, it was a folk Victorian, so very simplified, but I tried to like add back character back into it. And I think it'll be, for the regular viewers, I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, especially for Sam, if she's still here. I think she went to bed, but we're not going to do modern. And I think we've been seeing modern, and we're all like, we're obsessed with blues, and we've been doing some wood cabinetry and all that kind of stuff. And not that stuff's not going to be in one of these plans, but we're going to have to kind of work and like do some research, I think, and not, to not do what we've been doing because of what's in and what feels nice right now is going to be a little bit of a challenge. And I'm exactly like it's going to be fun. I think it's going to, like, I can't wait. Right. And well, and also though, Joe, what we're going to be doing is, this is my TV show, Zoe. This is what I'm doing. But I think leaning into like the original character, and I think we're going to have to probably use AI a little bit to help us with that. But I'm really bummed because, so this architect, Stratton Hammond, was, he did, I don't even know how many houses in Louisville. There's a whole like archive of all of them in here. But he built 3 houses himself, and both of them are in here. 2 out of 3 of them. The last one he built isn't in here, so we don't have his floor plan. And as somebody who likes to like redo a floor plan, no, not yet. I can't narrow it down. I have 10 of them that I want to do. So the fact that there's 10 of them in there and I'm nowhere near ready to even narrow it down, because I don't want to put all 10 on, because that's a lot. I think I'd like to only have like 3 or 4 to choose from. So I have to narrow it down. I was hoping to do it this week, but with Huckleberry's stomach issues, I was just distraught. So I did not do it this week. But my hope is that like sometime next week. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably post it and then go live so that you guys can see it. And I'll let you know that I did post it so you can vote on it. And I might end up having to do, if it gets close, might have to do it, like post it twice, because we'll narrow it down from like 3 or 4 or 4 or 5 to 2. But it's going to be the plan for, I'm hoping September. I think we should have this one wrapped up for the month of August. And then we would do that, start that in September. But I'm so excited for it. I think it's going to be so much fun. Oh, but I was saying that the architect doesn't have his plans for his final house. And every year I try to draw a floor plan that I like. So I kind of know where my design style is. Allie, thank you for joining us tonight. And what things I care about in a floor plan. And I showed you guys the one I was kind of working on this year. I haven't had a lot of time to look at it, but I did one in 2023. I did one in 2024. Obviously, we remodeled this house in 2025, so I did not do one in 2025. I did, and I'm trying to do one for 2026. So for me, looking at his book, I'm like, dude, I need to know where you ended. I need to know, like, after you built 2 houses, what was the final decision? What did you appreciate? Because actually, I should pull up this one, because the first one he did, Joe, I saw you commented. I'm going to answer you in just a second here, or look at it in a second. The first one he did is really unique, and it was actually one of the first ones that caught my eye as far as using for a floor plan that I wanted to draw, because I'm like, I just want to see what this is going to look like. I think it was his first one. not that one. It was like there was a main hall that was horizontal. Where is it? Maybe I didn't mark it. If I didn't mark it, I would be so surprised. I don't think I did. No, there it is. Found it. Last one in here. Okay. Hopefully I can show this to you guys. And hopefully you guys care enough to watch. All right, let's see. That was the floor plan. So I really liked that there was like this hall. I'm on the first floor, right? Make sure I'm showing you guys the right one. Yeah, great hall. I just thought that was so interesting. And this was one he built for himself. So this was his house. And I was kind of leaning towards that one. Yeah, residence for Mr. and Mrs. Stratton Hammond. So I'm excited about it. And I can't wait to see what we end up voting for. Do you have any good ceiling fan recommendations? So I can't see your whole comment. But we put ceiling fans in the office, living room, and all the bedrooms. And I think they're like Amica from Amazon, and they have a remote. I don't know where my remote is. I never use it. We just have it on fan all the time. Oh, there it is. And I love the remote. So like it's a light switch and the remote, and I don't know. They seem to be working okay. They don't make any noises, and you only need 3 blades. I am told. I don't know for sure, but that's what I've heard is you only need 3 blades. So, but I like them because they're white, and I like them to blend into the ceiling. I don't like decorative ceiling fans. So there's your ceiling fan answer. That might be the case. Oh, I couldn't see the whole comment. Brass. Yeah, I like well, I also had 8-foot ceilings, so I didn't want to have decorative ones. Okay, so I guess we can kind of casually chat a little bit. If you guys want to do a little, I mean, I answer all your questions most of the time anyway, so it's not like you need me to answer your questions now, but I gotta fix our. That's why I didn't do anything decorative, because they can be an eyesore if they're too low too. So mine are low profile. They're like 10 inches off the ceiling, I think. And they're white, so they blend right in. I'm glad that you're happy. Was this your first stream, Gabriella? I don't know if it's shy or shy. I don't know what you mean by customizable. I mean, I can add objects from SketchUp Warehouse. I can use Archsense to import my own. All my toolbars are customizable. I don't know. Well, I'm glad you're here, and hopefully you'll be back for more on. We'll talk about that. I'm gonna try to do Sunday night streams. I know haven't been great, but I think I'm gonna try to make them happen because the streams have been really fun lately. So I will try to be on Sunday night at 8:45 p.m. Eastern. If I'm gonna be on, I'll make an event and share it to my story so you guys know, and you can register, which I think helps the algorithm and gives you a notification. So I do recommend registering if you see it on TikTok that I did make it. But if not, definitely Tuesday night. Tuesday nights and Thursday nights are my definite nights. With Sundays is kind of a bonus night, I guess, maybe. They do, but finding the older wallpaper to make them work is going to be the struggle, right? So you're not going to watch unless you have insomnia? So Joe, we were talking about that. I have done them before. It's been a while. Like we did the barn dough, actually. The barn dough had a little bit of an exterior work. But the barn dough was easy. Maybe I should start playing with the exterior. Wainscot, or yeah, wainscoting would be I think the correct term. So I think we'll do the green. I know, I can't wait. I'm so excited for it. These ceilings are too tall, and what I need to do. So actually, Gabriella, I do post my replays on YouTube. I know it's not as fun as being here, but if you want to catch up, you can watch them on YouTube. They're there. So anyway, you guys should subscribe to me on YouTube. One day I'll stream to both platforms, but today's not that day, and it's not going to be that day anytime soon, but eventually it will be that day. Yeah, I said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again. I would love if people could make sure they're following on my socials, anything that's on my bio site, because again, I hired a media assistant, and we are trying to grow the other platforms. So Zoe's like, you should have your own show. And I told my husband, I was like, honey, maybe I only just work for like really high ticket clients, and then we just find a way to make some money off me streaming, because I like talking. I used to get in trouble all the time for talking, but it seems to be just fine for this stage of my life. I'm not looking for an assistant. Sorry. I need to do this to my floor plan because I actually build. Before I actually build. Yeah, this is what I do for my clients. I actually had like 3 clients I'm on board in the last like 2 days and like hadn't had anybody onboarded in like a week or two. And I'm like, what is going on here? Um, I'm missing some of my people. London clay. What's that, Milo? What do you mean by that? What shape mirror do we want in this little tiny space here? I don't think I like that. I designed this. That's awesome. How big is this London clay? Oh. I can't believe I'm still hanging out. Yeah, Jen wasn't here. She was only popped in for a minute, I think. I keep getting headaches at night, though. I don't know why. London clay's not coming up. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, is that it? London fog. That's really neutral. You know what's funny? I'm going to call some of you people out who don't ever comment. I can look and see who watched the stream the most. And like, I'll scroll through like some of like my top people are like the longest people on the stream for the night. And I'm like, did not see your name, did not see your name, did not see your name. And I'm like, all these people just sitting there like, I don't know. I mean, I don't do much on social media. So it's from like a personal perspective, but I just think it's funny. So I'm watching all you people who just sit there. Well, Tia, you're commenting now. I'm gonna try next, but a tiny home someday would. Yes, a tiny home would be great. I think a tiny home's gonna be relatively quick. What kind of mirror do we want in this little space? I don't love this wall because I don't mind this setup. We do it a lot, but I don't know if I should rework this floor plan in here. I mean, would it make more sense to do like a skinnier shower coming in this way with the toilet there, but then we don't have privacy? Not all comments get seen, so it's just easy to be silent. I feel like I'm usually pretty. It is easier to watch than yeah. Oh, Hearts, what's your name? BME, it depends on what you need done. For one session, like your initial session, if it's one space, that's 400. If you're going to be doing like, I have a lot of clients who are building brand new and they're going to do their whole floor plan and visualize it. Lola, I will remember that. Hopefully. A long stream. That might be like a big event. Like we might have to like plan ahead for it and like get some ideas of like a time and like schedule. Probably when the cold weather comes, we could do like I could maybe pull off like a 4 or 5 hour stream and do it all in one time. But we'll have to see if there's a demand for that. Gale Force is a cool blue. Cinnamon Sleep BM is cool too. New construction, 3,000 square feet. So what we would do is you would send, so there's a link in my bio that you can submit your name and email at and tell me you're interested in a full concept plan. And what you do is you'd send me the plans and I would draw up like your main living area. For example, if it was this project, like I would draw up your living room, dining, kitchen, probably mudroom, pantry, maybe the master bath, depending on how big it is. And you'd say like, you know, I want to see, like, I really want to focus on the pantry because I don't like how this area connects to the mudroom or something like that. I draw up the whole plan and be really, really basic. Nothing like the design you see in here. And then we'd have a 1 hour session where we work through any areas you want to look at. So we would do it just like the live stream. That's why I do the live streams the way I do, because it's demoing what I do for my clients. A lot of time in the first session or two, it's all just figuring out the concept and like loosely putting ideas in there, depending on like if you're doing design aspects or if you're just trying to figure out the footprint and get a better idea of the space in terms of like looking at it in 3D. But I generally tell people for like, you can generally estimate like around 70 cents per square foot if you're going to do the whole house, but that's with construction documents as well. Okay, that was a rant. I do not offer a remote internship. Sorry. Yeah, living room is small. Living rooms being small is a really big problem on a lot of plans. So yeah, so we would focus on those 2 areas and you'd send me some inspiration and I'd have those drawn up and what you get back is concept deliverables at first. And then if you need construction documents, then we do those after. So you get renderings of different perspectives in those areas that we addressed during your meeting and then a concept plan. And then if you need more, we go from there. I used to do it like a whole package and it was like 2 or 3 grand for the projects, but I kind of need to get a feel for the client. So that's why I do sessions now and we just do one session for a small space is like less. And then if it's multiple spaces, it's a little bit more expensive. Um, Dalton, I actually was thinking about that because I was looking at what I want to like reflecting on the type of floor plan that I like right now for my 2026 plan, basically. Um, And I would love like, right now, we have an 1,800 square foot house, and, like, we had a 1,200 square foot house, so that was, like, a huge step up, and all of it went pretty much to my office. No, not all of it, but in the kitchen. Um, I would love to have a sitting room. Like, I would love, love, love to have a sitting room because I can come in here, but I've got work stuff, I've got homeschool stuff, I've got clutter, I've got messes. I can go in the living room, but if somebody's watching TV, like, and they're like, it just doesn't. I want a quiet room. I want a sitting room. So, I think having a family room and a living room is nice in that sense. Yeah, no, yeah, a sitting room. Yeah, I had a sitting room in one of my 2024 plan had a sitting room. I feel like I love those, but I feel like I'm missing out when I'm cooking. Yeah, and I think that's something that I always thought too. When you like you're in the if you're in the kitchen and like the family room isn't off of like the kitchen or the living room, and everyone's hanging out in the living room, and you feel like secluded and um I don't know. I've kind of gotten over that in my life, I guess. Maybe when like when my husband and I were first married, and he's in the living room and I was cooking, or vice versa, because he's the cook a lot of time in our house. That I was like, oh, I missed you. Yeah, 8 years now. We're good. I don't miss him that much, and he's in the other room. I feel like I like those, but I feel like the missing. Oh, I already read that one. What else? What is the software? It's chief architect. Is it weird? Okay, so I read that one. What did Nehemiah say that he said? Winter Christmas themed house when that time comes around. Nehemiah, we did a Christmas cottage in 20 of 24. The Christmas cottage. I don't know if I would do another one of those because we went hard on that one. So I don't know what I would do come that time of year to do that. I think doing the old house is like I think that's gonna be a hit and I'm excited for it and I hope everyone else is excited for it too. So start brainstorming, start looking up things and ideas for what we're gonna do in those. Because it's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited about it. I think I'm all good on the questions here. I can't believe this many people are just like hanging while I'm the plan. I need help with design on my current home kitchen renovation. Eva, it's what I do for my clients. So if you're interested, you can head to the link in my bio and fill out your name and email, and you're gonna get an automatic email sent back to you. Um, with more information. Yeah, I don't. Is the closet that big? I'd have to see the footprint to figure out where the office should be. I mean, my office is in the middle of the house, and I kind of it's better than when everyone was walking behind me and I had a green screen on. I don't think is there anybody in the chat who was here for those days, for my streaming days before we moved into our new house because, whew, that was rough. So I found my plan kind of in I think it was like a Sears catalog type of thing. Destiny, you were here for that? And plans weren't centered around TVs. Yep, that's what I wanted to do that in this plan. I wanted to set the TV off. We didn't have enough room. 4 and 8-year-old, I feel like middle would be good and bad. Yeah. You know what? While we're sitting here chatting, because I was like, we could do design, but that's like conversational. So what I'm actually gonna do is we can still chat because where's your brother? I love you, but I care about your brother more right now. Let's go back to this one. Hey, buddy. Where's Huckleberry? Huh? The boys know when I'm like getting close to being done with the stream. Like they totally know that it's like they're like, "Hey mom, you've been on for 2 hours. Let's go." All right, so we're going to put this roof on here. Yes, you must have been. when you were planning your current home. Yes. What did you say? Did you say something when I asked about what I was? Wow. So you've been here a while. No, I did not go to school for this. I have my associates in. Yes, they're my dogs, but the one's still sick. So here, come here. You don't usually get on screen, so we'll show everybody you. Come on, come on. This is Arlo. He's my fat man, aren't you? But he's our protector, and he means business all the time. So he's part beagle, part Australian Shepherd. So he's like an 80-pound fat beagle, but he's tall, so it's awkward. And he has a short bobtail like an Aussie. He doesn't come on the streams. Huckleberry usually does, but Huckleberry's a sick boy. Okay, so we're going to see how we're doing here. Okay, so there's no second floor above those two sides, so that's good. That's going to make that a little bit easier. So let's go up to the second floor here. Let's do all layers on. The whole thing? No, we're just cut off right here. And then looks like we're cut off right here as well. Weird. We got some funky roof lines going on there. Because it's like, there's like a shed roof. Why is there a shed roof? What does that mean? Yeah, Arlo's never been on screen. He's not a lap dog anymore. Seal skin. Brown? It's a color. Nope. I do not. All right, good night, Tia. Thanks for joining. I'll probably wrap up here soon, but I just figured if I'm hanging out for a little bit, I'll chat until I'm yawning. Well, I'm just throwing that on there for now. We'll see what happens. I have like dog hair all over me now because I rubbed him. All right, let's gable this. Gable this side. And then this is going to be interesting. Where does that break? We got to put a break in the wall here. Is there any limitations in Chief Architect? I've never really run into anything that I couldn't do. I live stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:45 p.m. Eastern. I usually run for about 2 hours. I am trying to work Sundays back into my schedule. So this is gabled, and I don't know how that's going to mess. Yeah, that's going to look like a disaster out there. So I actually do TikTok live stream sessions as well because there's like some people can't afford my budget, I guess, so I do offer the live streams as like a way to another option. And they're a little tougher because there's a lot of like conversation in the chat. But those are kind of fun. So I think we have a sharper pitch on those. And then we also need... Yes, it is like Sims, but for trusted adults. Same roof height on exterior walls. Because we need to drop those down quite a bit. Yeah. Roofs were the hardest thing for me to learn for sure. So, but I think I got them pretty mastered at this point. I need to just close this window because I don't want to look at this anymore. What is going... I think these need to get dropped. That needs to not be so tall. What is going on? Oh, maybe... I don't have a back elevation. There is a lot of specification dialog boxes. It is... This doesn't look right. Is anybody else seeing this? Something seems very off to me. Like the garage is way more forward. And granted, it's probably just an AI image, like enhanced too. But We're gonna need to pull this up. 8189. 81819. 81819. I keep forgetting that one. I did that multiple times. J05. JSS. There it is. Okay. Let's look at this because I'm a little confused by this elevation. Front elevation. Left elevation. Rear. How does that work? Can somebody explain that to me? Is anybody else seeing why this is a problem? Yeah, but we didn't, Night Milo, thank you for joining. Yeah, that's a disaster. So this roof is pitching right into the garage, to the wall. There should be a wall here, and I don't know where it's missing. That's the back. Oh, so maybe it's pitching. No, because it wouldn't show that way. Unless it's pitching down and then comes like that. Which is very confusing. Let's look at it from... See, this one looks like there's another elevation there. Yeah, there's something weird. So this is going to be... This one might be a little... Yeah, it would be. And that's why I'm wondering what's going on. And I don't think we can see... I don't think it shows a roof plan. Sometimes they show them, but... So... All right, I guess I am hitting my wall now for the night. So, like I said, if I'm going to be on Sunday, I will post on my story and make a live event. I do recommend registering for the live event because you do get a notification when I go live, which is around 8:45 p.m. Eastern. We will be back in either doing the office or the other bathroom, maybe the master. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll see, or maybe we'll work on the outside if I can get some of these roof lines right if I have time. But yeah, letting you join, like I could prevent you from joining anyway. I'm glad you were here tonight, and hopefully we'll be back more. Again, I'll also check out my socials. My bio site has links to all my socials in there. Subscribe on YouTube, follow me on X, whatever you want to do. I would appreciate it. So have a good night, everyone, and enjoy.